I didn't expect us to get what is this, fairy support for Ishizu for the Duelist pack, but this is the timeline we live in. I'm back 30% of you guys did not smash the crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 104,000. So Ishizu's new cards here. Keldeo, the Possessed Statue. So 1,200, 1,600. You can discard one other Earth Fairy monster, special summon this card from your hand. You can add Exchange of Spirits or one card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Okay. Quick effect and banish this card from your field or graveyard. Target 5 cards in any graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. If Exchange of Spirit is not on the field or in the graveyard at activation, you can only target up to 3 cards instead. That's interesting. They really want to force Exchange of the Spirits here. It's going to take both players to have 15 cards in order to do that. Mordora, the Cestus Oracle. So you can discard one other Earth Fairy monster, special summon this card from your hand, then you can place one Gravekeeper's Trap from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. It's actually pretty cool. So we got some new in-house support for that. Quick effect and banish this card from your hand or from your field or graveyard. Target up to 5 cards in any graveyards and shuffle them into the deck. If Exchange of Spirit is not in the field or graveyard, you can only target 3 instead. They're really forcing this really weird interactions here with this. So we got Agido here, the Ancient Sanctuary. This card is sent from hand or deck to your If a card or cards is sent from your hand and or deck to your opponent's graveyard, and special summon this card from your hand, and you can special summon one Earth Fairy monster from your graveyard, except for Agido, the Ancient Sanctuary. If this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, send the top 5 cards of the deck to the graveyard. If Exchange of Spirits sent to the graveyard, you can send 5 cards from either deck to the graveyard. Okay. Ooh, Gravekeeper's Trap. So, when Exchange of the Spirit is in your graveyard, your opponent cannot activate card or effects in the graveyard or special summon monsters from the graveyard. That is actually really cool. Alright? During your main phase, you can discard one card to add one Gravekeeper's monster or one Earth Fairy monster from your deck to your hand. During your opponent's draw phase, before they draw, you can declare one card name. Reveal the card your opponent draws for the normal draw, and if it's a declared card, send it to the graveyard. This is really freaking cool. I like this. Oh, Reversal of Despair and Hope. TCG Exchange of the Heart. Okay. So you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. So if you control 3 or more Earth Fairy monsters, send as many monsters on the field as possible to the graveyard. Then each player can special summon monsters from the opponent's graveyard to their field up to the number of monsters that were sent by the opponent. And if Exchange of the Spirit is in your graveyard, you can send one trap directly from your deck. Oh yeah, you can set one trap directly from your deck, and it can be activated this turn. So this actually lets us pull out Exchange of the Spirit. Okay. Then we got Blast Held by Fate. So you only activate one card with this card's first effects once per turn. So when your opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy one face-up monster they control with the highest attack. Your choice if tied. And if you do, inflict damage to them equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. And if Exchange of the Spirit is not in your graveyard, you take damage equal to that the opponent took. Okay. If this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you can target one level 4 Earth Fairy monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay. And then, of course, Exchange of the Spirit. Overall, I don't have any, super complaints about this stuff. It's super cool. An Exchange of the Spirit retrain would have been cool, but this Gravekeeper's Trap card is actually really freaking useful. I like this card a lot. So, guys, super quick, but that is the new stuff for today. So, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment about what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.